Welcome to our Christmas art, my friends. Get ready for your Christmas art. We are going to work on snow globes, but this is just your 5-minute warm-up. Let's reset to 5 minutes. Move the timer where you can see it, and let's get going. So in order to do a snow globe, I'm going to erase this and have you guys start in pencil so you could follow along. And as we get your name on the bottom and your grade, let's be reminded or recapped. Wait, this only says 3 minutes. I'm gonna stop and start it at 5 minutes. Let's recap what artist you learned. Okay, it's a 3-minute warm-up. We're gonna look at Romero Brito. And Romero Brito pop art was to outline the edges and black. Let's see if we could peek and remind ourselves of his style. We'll start the 5-minute warmer as soon as we're reminded of, ooh, there we go, pop art. So Romero Brito is a pop artist. We did pups. Look how he outlines in black. Next, can you say Jen Arani? Jen Arani, she is known for doing the snow globes, and she targets on where she wants the stars, and that's what we're gonna do, is target on where you want the stars instead of just splatter. Next, we're looking at our art term of the day. Can you say composition? Composition is the way in which different elements of art are combined in an arrangement. Here I use rule of thirds to draw the attention of the viewer into the scene. All right, now let's get started with your scene. All right, at this time, your 5 minutes will start. That was the introduction. We are gonna spend a little bit longer on your art than 5 minutes because we're gonna add color. So this is your warm-up for your start of your Christmas. Ready? Go now. All right, so our warm-up, we're gonna do a snow globe, but just by doing the letter O. And then a base, 2 lines down, and a little curved line across. You know I like doing a shadow with cross hatching to show it's actually on a table, your snow globe. And I'm gonna write love. You can write whatever you want as, or your name right there, actually. All right, so once you have a snow globe, and mine is obviously not perfect, but I'm gonna give you a perfect one after we do your warm-up so you can then have this just as a warm-up, okay? So I'm gonna show you how I would do a ribbon down. This is just your drawing warm-up where I'm teaching you things, and I'm using rule of thirds, composition rule. Then I'm gonna have a little knot, a little swirl knot, and I'm gonna do a bow by coming up and around, other side, up and around. And now in order to make your ribbon a little more dimensional, I'm gonna do a parallel line along with that, come up to the top, over, parallel line, parallel line. Try that again on the other side, parallel line, cross it, come down, cross through, and come down. Now this is a dimensional way to do a ribbon. Now we're working on, I'm gonna teach you with our warm-up how to do an ornament. The ornament comes down, has a little wiggly thing attached, and then we're gonna make another circle, an O, the letter O. Now if your O doesn't come perfect, it's okay. This is just a warm-up, okay? Now I'm gonna do a horizon line up here, the North Star shining down on Bethlehem. So we're gonna do like the birth of Christ, baby Jesus up here, and I'm gonna start with a path, and I'm gonna swiggle it down to get wider or larger here, smaller in the distance for perspective. With 3 minutes left, I'm gonna do a camel with a head, a little ear, and a long neck. All right, next, where the hump goes, I'm gonna do one of the wise men with a crown, sitting and holding on to his camel with a long skinny leg. Then I'm gonna do another wise man with another crown, his camel's head peeking out here, and the body of his camel going right off the edge. All right, now you start wider and you get a little bit skinnier, thinner in the distance for perspective. And I'll do some stars there. Now, let's do the limb of a Christmas tree. You're gonna stop where your ribbon is and come right through. How to do a Christmas tree limb, and I'm gonna do another limb here, is you do the little, just like we did a palm tree palm, you can do the little greenery of the tree by going back and forth. But really, now we're looking at fine details, which you probably could use a little practice in while we're practicing. Now I have a Bible verse here, and it says, and they shall call his name Jesus. I, for Christmas, like doing a candy cane, Jay, because we celebrate in our Christian school the birth of Christ, Jesus. And it is Jesus' birthday then for what we do at our Christian school, but you could do it however you want your Christmas ornament to be. Now I'm gonna have mine as if it's in a Christmas tree. All right, with 2 minutes left, I'm gonna stop right there with the drawing skills and I'm gonna show you on mine what we're gonna do next. What I'm gonna teach you is how to do, what I did was I colored in red with a red pencil. You could do whatever you're best at when you do your snow globe Christmas art. Remember, Sonia, your online gallery, wants art on there now for Christmas so your parents can order stuff. All right, so I'm using greens, plural, and I'm gonna fray the edge of my brush, and I'm gonna come out like this to show how I'm doing the Christmas tree greenery, okay? So let me show you that again, close up. I'm going back, I press it, and I go out. It's really slow and controlled so you could stay in your snow globe, okay? So that way it looks like that is coming from a Christmas tree. Now when I go between there, you gotta really get the edge of your brush and stay in the lines so your art looks more realistic, because I have a lot of students who just go out of the lines and it doesn't look real. All right, now how do I make army green? Who remembers? Raise your hand. It looks like a bright green, but if I mix a little bit of orange or red, which are opposite on the color wheel, and I get a little green and I bring it over to the mixing side of my palette, then I add a little darker shade, your art is gonna look a little more realistic. If you could do a couple different tones. Monet and Van Gogh, they do 3 different tones minimally. All right, now I'm gonna add some more frayed edges here to look like this Christmas tree is growing. Like it's fuzzy, and yeah, usually you look for bushy trees. All right, so how much time we got left? 15 seconds left. What are you gonna add for art? I'm gonna add a nighttime sky being purple here in my ornament. You could do it whatever you want as we finish your Christmas art. So remember, after this warm-up of 5 minutes, you're gonna be given your snow globe. Oops, and I can't wait to see your snow globe, how you're gonna celebrate your Christmas scene. And then your last thing, now that the buzzer went off, I'm gonna add little snow globe dots. I'm gonna decide where those dots are going as if I shook this snow globe and it's shaken up by just targeting where to put the dots, okay? Remember, we're not splattering or else you go out of the lines of your snow globe. If you want a galaxy look, you dot it to where you want the swirl to go. All right, over now from today's Christmas art lesson. Can't wait to see yours. Over and out.